The following broadcast is not suitable for children under 3 years of age.
It's time for Clashing Heads, where the forces of good and evil converge depending on whose side you're on. Coming in from the left wing, socialist, knee-jerk, union lack, Lefty Al from the left coast. Hello, Clashing Heads. Coming in from the right wing, heartless, demon-possessed, MAGA apologist, Righty Jim from a parallel universe and places only known to him and his God.
Hello, Clashing Heads.
Drama Queen. Welcome to Clashing Heads, everybody. All the news, all the politics, all the opinion, all the aggravation, and mental breakdown you will ever need for the rest of your life.
Or the rest of the week, and include all of the foreign travel, too.
And speaking of mental breakdowns, that was our mental breakdown incarnate himself, our favorite Trump TDS toady.
Yes, I induce more mental breakdowns and more lefties than any other human.
Yes, he does. And I think you're just a hero to the right, Righty Jim, for that.
Well, I don't want to brag, but yes.
But we've introducing the show knows that voice, Righty Jim, and the calming influence and presence he's going to introduce himself. Righty Jim, we have another host of Clashing Heads. Would you like to
we have the same
introduce?
host. We don't have a different host.
No, we have our regular lineup.
Yes, we do.
And our lineup is
Moderator Mike.
Hey, we're all here and accounted for.
Moderator Mike.
Back with you from Davos, Switzerland.
Well, why don't we start off, because I know how this is going to go. Our Clashing Heads. I think one thing we can all agree on, and tell me if I'm mistaken, but
okay.
I think we can all agree on the football playoffs of the.
Well, I don't know about that. I'm not sure Moderate Mike will agree with this.
Oh, those Chicago Bears.
Oh, you're right. I forgot about that. Oh, I take it back.
After Lefty Allen sent that, I go, did you not remember that Moderate Mike is a Bears fan?
Chicago. But wait, hand it to Chicago. That was actually a very good game.
It was.
Except for, what about these turnovers? That was the game, right?
Right there at the end in overtime was that interception, and that was the end of it.
That was it. But what an amazing that game was great.
The game was good, and the pizza I was making with In-N-Out burgers on the top, to help the Rams along a little bit.
I'm sorry, you're making a pizza that what?
No, there's a restaurant in Chicago. A guy makes specialty pizzas for the different teams that come in from out of town to play the Bears.
Okay.
So he made an In-N-Out pizza. I don't know if that's even legal. But
it wasn't like a California pizza or something?
No, it was an In-N-Out pizza, and he used their sauce, their special
or Chicago
sauce.
pizza.
Oh, okay.
By the way, Moderate Mike.
Yes, sir.
What is my apologies to you, because I don't want to say you may still. It sounds like you may be a Baz fan, but
The Bears.
The Baz. What is your favorite Chicago pizza?
Lou Malnati's in Lincolnwood.
Yeah,
I grew up with that. I went to school with the owner now, Mark. And Mark Malnati still makes a great pizza after these 50 years or so that I've been eating their pizza.
Can they ship it out to the West Coast?
Yes, I have definitely gotten it shipped for my birthday and for
have
the
you?
Oh yeah, and it tastes just as good here at the house in beautiful SoCal as it does in Lincolnwood, Illinois.
Oh well, that's excellent.
Wow. Well, I remember What didn't you recommend to me a Milwaukee pizza?
Oh, Giordano's pizza.
Yeah, that was quite good.
Yes, you had that in Kenosha, didn't you?
Yeah, I was in Kenosha, but I was also in Chicago when I had the rental car in Chicago.
That is delicious stuffed crust pizza.
It's quite good.
Righty Jim, if you ever get over there they also deliver to the coast.
You mean I didn't have to go to Kenosha to get the pizza?
No, and I just to do an advertisement and a commercial for Giordano's, they also have at Bally's in Las Vegas at Giordano's.
Oh,
well,
I would cringe to know what a pizza would cost in Las Vegas from there.
Can you imagine?
Well, yeah, it just must be like $40 or something.
I was just going to say,
but they'll throw in a round of slots, I think, or something.
I don't think so.
No, sometimes they do that.
Remember
the good old Vegas.
Remember the good old days when food used to be a loss leader in Vegas?
Oh, yeah. Vegas was really quite a different place.
$4 all you can eat.
Yeah, $4.99 all you could eat buffets. Yes, absolutely.
No, it's $49.99.
Yeah, and you get one pass.
It's really crazy. Well, gentlemen, I have some clashing heads, typical kind of segues on all of this because
shocking.
This comes from Lefty Al. I don't think Righty Jim will go for it, but he might object. That we're calling this week's episode, Drama Queen, The Art of the Steal. How's that grab?
Oh, that's
well, you have half of it right. You got that because this is our fourth night trying to do the show because of various issues Lefty Al had.
Here we go.
And
I was out of town. I was out of town.
That was fine. We were going to do it without you because we already knew you were out of town.
I know,
Lefty Al was a drama queen and basically wouldn't do it.
We're not talking about either one of us in that category, Righty Jim.
We're talking about you, actually.
About Dear Leader. But I have a question. This week's episode, there are two commemorative events that have just happened. All right. So I want to talk about the commemorative events, which are, Righty Jim, Modern Mike, what did we
anniversary of Donald Trump's inauguration?
Being sworn in, yes.
And what's the other commemorative event?
There's a couple. I don't really know what you're talking about. Yes.
I'm leading to something.
Will Kane's 1 year anniversary on the story on Fox? I don't know.
No. The other commemorative is MLK Day, right?
Oh, right. Okay. Well, that's why I took the 3 days off.
So, because
yeah. So my question, really, this is a.
I have a question. I know we're going to go down that path, but go ahead.
This is a Lefty Al contribution to Clashing Heads.
Oh, brother.
Is if we were to wind the clock back, okay, and know what we know now. If we wound the clock back to January 20th, 2025, knowing what we know now, and we could only celebrate one day, the inauguration of Donald Trump as President of the United States, this is the Lefty Al rules, or celebrate MLK Day, one or the other. Which one would you gentlemen choose? And then I'll give you mine.
Well, I can guess yours. That's about as tough. That's like shooting fish in a barrel.
Well, Righty Jim, if it wasn't for Donald Trump, and I'm not saying yes or no to Donald Trump,
sure,
because some of his policies have worked out, and one of them worked out today when I got a recent prescription that was costing me through insurance $90. Now through insurance is costing me the same prescription, 90-day supply of pills, $9.
Wow, wonderful.
You're giving Trump credit when Joe Biden put in the law that we cap all prescription drugs at $2,000? And that has
nothing to do with that.
Sure, because it's all computed to.
Well, when Biden was president, I was paying $90.
All right. Well, maybe we give. Maybe he negotiated.
You know how Lefty Al just immediately dismisses that and tries to find a way.
What do you take me for? Of course,
a toady.
Now, a toady. Righty Jim?
A liberal
Martin
toady.
Luther King-
Which
Martin Luther
day
King
would
Day-
you want to celebrate? Knowing
Trump's
what you know-
inauguration, of course, because it meant two things.
Oh,
It meant A, we got rid of Joe Biden,
I see.
and B, we got Donald Trump. We got some sanity
Oh.
back in the White House.
I said we have
Well, sanity.
We went from
I don't
America
know.
last to America
sanity.
first.
Let's go into sanity.
We went from
okay?
America last to America first.
Uh-huh. All right. Well, that leads us to
We went from
modern Mike.
globalism to Americanism.
I had modern Mike.
We went from all the illegals you want to all the illegals that'll fit back across the border.
Modern
Except
Mike.
in Minneapolis.
Well,
That's-
except in
Wait.
Minneapolis, yeah.
Let's segue to what I consider insanity.
Well,
And by
Lefty,
the
can I
way,
ask you, wait a minute, Lefty, since you brought up MLK Day, I have a question for MLK Day for you.
yeah.
What would MLK think of today's Democrat Party?
Well, I think he would support it, but I don't know if he'd be totally happy with either party. I think he would.
That's not the question I asked. Is it what do you think? What do you would think of today's Democrat Party,
Well,
considering what's happened to the black family over the last 60 years?
oh come on.
Considering the role of black fathers
He would-
in families
he would-
over the last 60
he-
years.
He would say he is sorry
Considering
he's
the
not
state
around
becoming-
anymore to provide the leadership the Democratic Party needs. And so he
Was
would
he
not
really a leader of the
abandon
Democratic Party, or just a leader on civil rights?
he would not abandon the Democratic Party because
Oh, I'm
it
not saying
is-
he would. I was just asking what he would think.
he would think
What he would
that
think on wokeness.
it is
What he would think on men in women's bathrooms.
he would think that that is a distraction and diversion that Republicans use.
No, I don't think
That-
he would.
Yes,
It was
he
his
would.
daughter that was
That
in the locker
only
room.
only the Democratic Party is actually
granddaughter.
standing up for civil rights in this country, where the Republican Party is taking us back
Oh, I know you like to believe
decades.
that.
decades. All right, let's talk about
That was a
about-
real dodgy answer.
Well, what
Let's
about
talk
what's
about-
going on? I mean, that Lefty
Modern-
Al,
go ahead.
what's your opinion on what the new governor of Virginia
Oh my gosh,
is
yeah.
planning? I mean, that's a whole nother
That's
story.
crazy.
well.
I mean, she's into the women, men and women's sports.
Amongst 12 other
I-
things.
I
Yeah.
have a problem personally. I'm not going to defend that. I'm not also going to defend. These are all distractions, like Josh.
No, they're
Hawley,
not distractions, Lefty.
Josh
Al.
Hawley having hearings while America is facing economic turmoil, while we are
2.6%
seeing
inflation is economic
while
turmoil.
we are seeing what's going on with ICE in Greenland, and I want to get back to that. But
I'm
All right,
pretty
you
sure
wanna
ICE
talk
isn't
about-
in Greenland.
I'll
okay?
answer your
They're not.
question.
They're not
quickly.
deporting Inuits. Okay.
No, but they are. By the way, you know what Trump said at Davos today? He said, "We want to own a piece of ice." And I didn't understand what he meant, because, is he talking about Iceland and he forgets that we're
He's
talking-
confused Iceland and Greenland a couple
What
of
is
years.
wrong with this guy? And you say that Biden had problems mentally. This guy is totally unhinged. Okay,
He's
so
not
we'll talk.
unhinged.
So
Gavin is unhinged.
Well, he's created now a platform for dealing with.
Yeah, we have a framework in place from what
We
he
do
said.
have a
do you really
framework.
believe
Yeah.
that? Both of
Oh.
you, do you really?
I don't have a
believe that?
reason to not believe it, Lefty.
Oh,
Only
how
you do
about-
because you're a
Can I
cynic.
give you a reason?
Okay.
You're a Democrat. We already know your reason.
No, you don't know my reason.
All right, Lefty Al.
Trump, and let me please finish my
Go ahead.
whole thought, righty Jim.
Okay.
I
You
don't
only
want
have
this to
22
take
minutes left, yeah.
I don't want to take another 4 days of this. It was worth the wait having Moderate Mike
I'm
here
really
as
doubting
a
it's gonna be
calming
worth the wait.
presence. A
Moderate Mike, what
calming
do you think?
presence.
Moderate Mike, what do you
Yes.
think the
Oh.
chances are that the squeeze is going to be worth the juice on this?
Okay. Well, I'm here to help out and moderate the whole
Thank you. I
situation.
appreciate
So,
that.
All right.
All
Here we
right.
go.
Lefty out.
Look.
The floor
All
is
right.
yours. Please
All
don't
right.
Go
fall
ahead,
over it.
Lefty Al.
Thank you.
Please don't
So we
trip.
have the most bullying president who's ever been in office.
Gosh.
What he's done with Venezuela, what he's threatening Canada, what he's threatening Cuba, what he's threatening Iran. He pulls everything back. But the latest, of course, has been Greenland, which has been an actual disaster for him. And it's such a disaster that he has to come up with something to save face. And with Trump, there's a lot of face that he has to save, okay? Because it's really sad. He's no longer the orange man, okay? This guy is probably beat red out of embarrassment if he ever could show embarrassment, because he's a pariah on the world stage now. And he's such a pariah that his threats of tariffs, because he's such a brilliant negotiator and he thinks in 3D chess, everyone, and it's 3D Donald Trump, and no one knows what he's doing, but we all believe that this is some grand plan of strategy and negotiation. Strategery. Let me finish. So to continue, this quote framework is baloney. What it is that Trump saw the backlash that happened in just 1 or 2 days of threatening tariffs over what? You either, and this is taking a page from from every mob family. If you saw The Sopranos, this takes a page from every mob tactic there is, because this is all about, hey, this is all about protection. Hey, you come up with some, weekly dues for us from your cash register, and the guys who want to give you a hit, we'll take care of them. Yeah, the guys that want to give them a hit are the guys who are taking the money from the register. And this is exactly what Trump is about. He is about mob tactics. And so he tells Greenland, hey, you either deal with us or Denmark.
I think it's probably Denmark, because they actually own Greenland, not Greenland owns Greenland.
Even though you've had Denmark as a territory for over 300 years, you either sell it to us. By the way, sell it to us for what reason? Because we want to keep the Russians and Chinese out. Like the mob says we want to keep the South Side gang out. Right, Moderate Mike, you know about that in Chicago. You have the North Side gang and the South Side gang.
Exactly.
Yeah, we'll keep them away.
Is there an East Side
from
gang and a West Side gang?
No, it was South Side and North Side.
Do they all compress together like somewhere around like what? Chicago Tower or the Sears Tower?
You mean the Willis Tower?
Yeah, I know it's not. It's still the Sears Tower to me.
Well, but to continue. So what happened as a result of Donald Trump and his genius, his absolute genius? What happened?
Art of the deal. His art of the deal.
The art of the steal.
Is there a point to this?
Yeah. Both Sweden and Denmark dumped their treasury bills, to the tune.
How much would that be, Lefty?
It would be $10 billion.
No, actually, it was $100 million. But
no, $100 million from Denmark and $10 billion from Sweden, and so.
And what is our national debt, Lefty Al?
Hold on.
What is our national debt?
Says it's not a big problem. You know what? This framework was the result of that, because what he feared is that there was going to be a bank sell-off panic, because what Denmark and Sweden were signaling to the rest of Europe was, we're going to show America, we're going to throw them into a recession, and then have Donald Trump tell us that you're laughing? This is why he's saying a framework. When Trump was asked about the framework, he couldn't say what it was. There's no framework. Don't believe a word this guy has to say. There's nothing to it other than he's putting his tail between his legs, knowing he was caught up in this mess. And the mess is that Denmark always had allowances for the United States military. Always. There was no reason to say we're going to protect you against Russia and China when Denmark has said, hey, Russia and China has not been a threat to Greenland. And secondly, if Scott Besson says, well, we need to own Greenland to keep it protected. Well, why didn't Trump? I got a question for you, Righty Jim. If that's his rationale, and I know how logical you think, why didn't he propose this about Ukraine? Why didn't he say, hey, you know what? In order to stop the Russians, we're going to demand that we own Ukraine. And I wonder, or at least the eastern regions, and that Russia has their eyes on, but we're going to take it as a territory. And actually, I don't think that's such a bad idea. What do you think, Righty Jim?
It has no basis in any sort of logic, because Ukraine is a sovereign nation and Greenland is a territory.
Oh, really? Well, maybe we should do this with, what if Canada wants to take over Puerto Rico? because they think that Puerto Rico will do better with
I'll
Canada.
tell them Puerto Rico. I don't have a problem with that.
Okay, how about Guam? How about the U.S. Virgin Islands? How about our territories? No,
those are our territories, Lefty Al.
Oh, sure. U.S. Virgin Islands is our territory.
I said they are our territory. Fine.
Yeah,
What's your point?
My point is, you don't just bully nations and risk your allies. Trump is doing two things.
Lefty Al, it's called negotiation.
You answer my question.
I know you don't understand.
Is Trump upended?
I'll answer your questions if I want to. I haven't heard. I'm under no obligation to do so.
Is Trump upending the world order with this new practice?
No.
Oh no, Modern Mike, what do you think?
Boy, hang on, guys. That just a little bit of story.
Take a breath, Lefty Al. Take a breath.
I need to take a breath. After listening to this,
I got prepared for this. Obviously, Righty Jim did not.
You are prepared.
No, I was prepared for you to go full. To full bore. Full crazy.
I'm crazy.
Now, some of the points you're making are valid, Lefty L. But remember, now we took over the U.S. Virgin Islands as our territory, and that was when
in a phony war called the Spanish-American War. It was a phony war. We also took over the Philippines. They didn't like it. We promised them they'd be liberated, and it took it took only almost 100 years to liberate.
And remind us who saved their ass from the Japanese in World War II.
Come on, that's true. But what I'm saying is,
and who saved Europe?
We're not saving
from the
Greenland.
Germans in World War II.
Righty, Jim. Is this fair that 85% of Denmark and Greenland do not want to have? You've seen the demonstrations. Is that a sign where they're begging us?
I've not seen any demonstrations other than crazy Americans demonstrating.
You haven't seen the newsreels of Greenlanders protesting?
There's a total of 56,000 people. They could all show up and they will hardly make a dent.
Oh, really? So we should go against what they want. The 85%. We should go. What right do we have?
There was a great piece. Lefty, there was a great piece on this by Mark Halperin today, talking about the left and their pearl clutching over these things and their agitation and their gasping and all of that. And look, this is Trump being Trump. This is what Trump's done for a decade now.
Yes, being a bully.
It's a it's a negotiation strategy.
Oh, a negotiation? What's he trying to negotiate? You tell me.
Better access to Greenland.
Really? What better access? Explain yourself.
Better military access, so we can control what the Russians are coming and going. That's the key waterway coming out of the Arctic ports for the Russians. Also, I believe the Chinese have been messing around up in the Arctic. You believe
so?
Yes,
this is a reason to either say,
and even if I don't, we need to do it anyway.
Oh, really? So
because if they don't, they will.
Tariffs is not bullying tactics.
It's negotiation.
Oh, really? Really? Is it negotiation when the mob says you pay us protection money? Or
not even going to justify that because the official answer is the mafia does not exist.
Oh, yeah, the mafia does not exist.
Haven't you ever watched any of the Godfather movies? There's a disclaimer: the mafia does not exist.
Yeah, and
this is simply a
Trump can say he's not a mobster either.
Well, he's not.
He is absolutely using modern Mike. Is he using mobster tactics? Trump, when he said
he pushes the envelope a lot of times, but he gets the job done. I think.
Yeah. Really, what's the job here?
Well, the job
securing America's future.
Really? And all of a sudden, Greenland's a problem.
Greenland's not a problem.
And Venezuela, really?
If you're really upset that the Venezuelan people are a lot freer today,
I'm kind of upset that the oil money from Venezuela is going to Qatari bank accounts that aren't audited.
Well, it's been gone back to the Chinese. It's been gone back to the Venezuelans. They got $300 million.
All right. I think we've had. Look,
we'll see how this pans out.
You've done your pro.
I am flabbergasted that you would think this is acceptable. That the Trump doctrine is all about might makes right. It doesn't matter if you PO your allies that you've had.
No,
what Trump has done. And do you like what happened in
this too?
At
like
Davos?
A bad burrito, Lefty Al will pass.
What? Oh, really?
Yes.
The speech that was given this afternoon about
mentions nothing about military, and he says he's not going to take it over.
I'm talking about what
action.
Canada had to say, and then
that
Trump
was yesterday.
got embarrassed.
Yeah, you know why? Yeah, Canada. You mean the globalist, Carney?
Yeah,
the guy who used to work for the World Bank.
So
who isn't even a Canadian citizen?
What about? That has nothing to do. He's elected by Canada.
Is.
You don't care about legitimacy.
Would you elect a president that wasn't an American citizen?
He is.
Would you elect? No, he actually isn't elected. He's appointed.
Well, they want to use Greenland as a place where they could shoot down Russian missiles.
We already have a military presence. All those
we need a larger one, evidently.
You know what this is doing? Both
Lefty out. Your position on national defense is not one that really reassures me.
One more thing from me. This is
moderate
Mike.
Yes, go
where's
ahead.
The buzzer, please? Let me finish. Buzzer.
Okay,
good.
Buzzer.
Okay,
right.
Here we go.
Did you just buzz yourself, moderate Mike?
No,
I think I did.
Both of
you need a lesson in post-World War II, the world
boy, we both need a loud boy.
This is playing into whose hand is this playing into? At the end of the day,
what you're going to want to believe is it's playing into the Chinese hand.
No, it's playing into Putin. This is all about Putin. This is about both Putin and Xi because they are doing.
It's much more about China.
They are doing somersaults, you name it. That this is affecting our post-World War II world order of our allies, and actually having a very serious detrimental effect on our NATO allies. You've got Europe already deciding how to deal with.
Does anybody wonder why I call Lefty L a drama queen now?
Please, Righty Jim. We're talking about Trump and his drama. And his art of the steal.
You're the only one that has the drama.
Oh, please! I have a drama because I care about
see it for what it is. It's a negotiation tactic.
Negotiation! You know what, Righty Jim? I'll give you a lesson.
What, Lefty Al?
It's a negotiation with himself because no one's buying his garbage. Okay.
Well, I tend to disagree again.
Okay, let's talk about
you tend to be wrong as usual, Lefty Al.
Let's talk about the bully.
You are consistent.
The drama
you
queen
want to talk
and
about
the bully himself.
Gavin in Davos?
What was
he doing there, Righty Jim?
Let's talk about what happened.
He was he's doing what Gavin does. He's trying to position himself. I swear you must have a tracker on Air Force One, and wherever it goes, he's going to start following it around. By the way, all of us that are Californians are paying for this out of our tax dollars for Gavin to go gallivanting around.
I don't think he's
Davos.
gallivanting.
It's gallivanting.
No,
it's posturing.
He's telling it like it is.
No, okay. He's a governor of the state with the highest unemployment, the highest personal income tax, the highest gas taxes, the largest debt, the largest unfunded liability, the most poverty, the most homeless.
We have the most
rampant retail crime.
What are you talking about?
Well, you don't have to have the most homeless if you have the most people. It's just because the state's a failure.
Yeah.
He's turned the once golden state into a dumpster fire.
Oh, okay? I don't think. And now, you know what? This is like Trump.
I do think, and so do about 40
if it's such
million
a dumpster fire, you know what? As you like to say,
Lefty out. Is it your turn or is it my turn?
Your turn. Go ahead.
Fine, then.
All right, go ahead, Righty Jim.
Go ahead.
He's basically as the state.
Wait, I want a buzzer from moderate Mike.
What?
I need.
I haven't said anything yet.
No, it was about me. That's for me.
All right.
This is my realization. I need to be buzzed.
Okay. Yeah, you need to do the show buzzed, I think.
We need to take, if you really want self-realization, we take your microphone away from you.
Well,
that would be
more down his volume over here.
That would be awesome.
We only have 10 minutes left, and we wanted to talk about what's going on in Minneapolis, too.
Let's talk to the second topic, which is
about Minnesota.
No, it's the billionaires tax.
We have a national program. Does
Lefty
anyone
you
care?
Don't get to take the entire show for your topics.
Well,
because we are a fair and balanced show, unlike MS Now.
You are a propaganda channel for.
I'm not a propaganda channel.
Yes, you are, Righty Jim.
Right. Who just spent 20 minutes ranting about
Trump? What I talk about is not only of national importance; it's about international.
The only importance it is.
You want to talk about
ego.
a billionaire tax that is kind of like vaporware. It doesn't exist. and it's not going to exist because the Gavin Newsom that you like to put down isn't even supporting it. So it can't
Doesn't matter.
become law in
Gavin
California.
is yesterday's news in California. He's not the
It's
future.
nothing. It's a nothing burger.
Okay, well then you won't have a problem talking about it. So Lefty Al.
Yeah, I
since you
do,
seem to be
because it's a waste of our precious time on
Lefty-
Clashing Heads.
as the man who just ranted for 20 minutes
You
about
don't want
Trump.
to talk about ICE and Renee Good being murdered, and
That was like 3 weeks ago.
and,
So no.
Well, how about retribution against?
How
your
about we
political
talk about my
enemies?
topic because we're a fair and balanced show, Lefty
Can
Al.
I make
How
a
about
decision
criminal
here?
proceedings against Tim
Moderator
Walz,
Mike, why don't you chime in, please?
Mark
All right.
Kelly,
What-
Jacob Fry, Jerome?
Lefty Al, pipe down. It's not your turn.
Well, Moderator Mike, do you think that's worth talking about? Trump's retribution against his political enemies?
Wow, that is
That happened this week.
that is
yeah.
out there.
It is out there, and so are Tim Walz and Jacob Fry and the Attorney General of Minnesota,
Keith Ellison.
Keith Ellison.
Well, he's
What do you
on.
know?
They're all going to be subpoenaed and pulled
Yep.
in, and I think rightfully so. I mean, they're causing.
What?
Wait a minute.
What?
Wait a minute. Wait, Lefty out.
What?
Lefty.
Wait! I gotta get. Is there some of that buzz that we're talking about? Because yeah.
All right. The problem is they were inciting
Yes.
What?
they were inciting.
They're egging on the protesters.
The protesters.
They're encouraging them
You
to
have got to be
get
kidding.
involved with ICE
You've got 3,000 ICE agents against 600 Minneapolis police.
They're trying to do their
The
job
only
in a
reason for
sanctuary
this
city.
is because
Yeah.
Trump was
and
pissed off.
15,000 ICE
at-
Watch people.
Yes.
You guys, you're talking about Minnesotans just like Greenlanders and Danish that look at, hey, we have our First Amendment rights to peacefully protest. And what does Trump
Involving
do?
yourself in an ICE operation
Trump
is not
is
peacefully
all
protesting.
about-
No, it's not peaceful. It was on the news again today.
Trump
Yeah.
was all about ratcheting this up, creating a self-fulfilling prophecy so that he can impose
You've created
the
your own
Insurrection
self-fulfilling
Act.
prophecy by getting involved.
Oh,
with it.
come on. There's never been a problem. Even when we had
You know what a peaceful
George
protest
Floyd,
is,
it
Lefty
never,
Al?
it
Lefty
never
Al, a peaceful-
approached what is
Lefty
going
Al.
on with ICE. Where
Lefty,
the-
yes, we actually have.
killing someone who is a peaceful person who is
All right.
Trying to
Can
run
we-
down an
shooting
agent is not a
sure,
peaceful
no,
protest.
There's no evidence of that. That's
He
a pure
was
lie.
hit by the car.
He was hit and he was able to shoot her in her face.
I think a different
Oh
person
yeah,
shot
he
her.
was hit so hard. You can't even get a flat tire without stopping and right, Moderate Mike, you know about flat tires. If somebody's
Yes, I
hit
do.
by a car, they just don't get up and walk all the way over to the car window and shoot the person in their face. If you're kind of really hit by a car, you're actually at the hospital. And that's how it was
and he
presented.
was, and he had internal bleeding.
Oh, please. Internal bleeding to come back and shoot her. I don't know where he went, but he certainly wasn't, slammed. I've seen those
Lefty Al,
videos.
you don't have
You're
anything
full of
supporting
it.
you other than your
you
feelings
are
over
such a
facts in this
toady.
case.
You're such a toady for this guy, and you're all about honestly.
This is an ultimate example of FAFO.
You're
She
an
effed around, and she found out, unfortunately. It is tragic that it happened,
oh,
but you don't put yourself in these positions,
you don't put
and you
yourself.
go home safely.
She was getting out of the way. Okay?
She was putting herself in the middle of an ICE operation.
She
All right, we've
was
got two
out
different
of the
points of
way.
view here on Clashing Heads.
Let's bring
And-
it before
Yes,
a
and that's
jury.
what we generally do.
I wonder how a jury in Minnesota would look at.
I would
this.
cringe at what a jury in Minnesota
Well,
would do.
that's
We've
where
already
it should
seen
be.
their idea of
Why do
justice
we
in
have
Minnesota.
no investigation of the cop?
Because it's
that
a
killed
federal
her?
crime.
Well,
My
there's
question,
no-
Lefty Al, is why
baloney.
did Tim Walz and Jacob Fry call back the police and not surround the men and women of ICE to protect them so they can do
so
their
protect
job?
ICE. They're outnumbered by ICE 6-1. Come on,
They're
or
outnumbered
5-1.
by protesters 3-1.
Oh,
5-1.
give me a break.
No, there's no break.
We have a constitutional right that is just as constitutionally
Yes.
protected as ICE is protected.
You have free speech.
You have
Okay?
free
That means
speech.
You have the
You
right
have
to
a
stand
right
on
to
a street corner.
You're not giving
and
me
hold
my
up a
free
sign.
speech.
Because you've already taken 28 minutes of your
well,
free
when
speech.
you make a charge that's outlandish as the charges you make,
Well,
they
yours
need
are
to be
outlandish.
addressed. They need to be addressed, and
No,
they need to be addressed
listened to
by
first.
somebody responsible,
That leaves you out.
not somebody who is a toady for Trump.
Versus
All right.
being a toady for the anti-Trumps.
And now we only have, what, 2 minutes left in the show?
We have, let me see, we have how many? Because this has been an absolute pleasant moment for all of us.
Okay, so I'm going to go. Well, Lefty Al's trying to do math, which could take the whole show. I'm going to talk about the
We
moon
have
rocket
2
update.
minutes.
Artemis 2
1
was rolled
minute.
out to the launch pad on Saturday
At Cape Canaveral.
at Cape Canaveral in Florida. Yes, to launch pad 39B or 39A, which is the pad of which most of the moon rockets had launched from over history. They will be doing checkouts, testing, a full wet dress rehearsal of the rocket, and we could have astronauts on the way to the moon as soon as late evening on February 6th.
Oh,
It
February.
would actually be the eve of the Super Bowl, which would be quite interesting. And it would also be the second night of the Olympics. So that
But
would
now,
be
are they going to
very
be landing
patriotic.
this time on the moon?
No, they're
Randy,
just going
Jim?
around the moon and coming back. The next mission in 12 or 10 years will be the ones that actually land.
Yeah.
That'll be like 2 or 3 years till the next one.
Well, it is also
And one other on another note, we unfortunately had
another note. We have 39.
We had the
1
passing
minute,
of Scott Adams
everyone.
last week.
Yes,
Lefty
that's a
Al, why
shame.
don't you speak a little bit on Scott Adams, because I'm sure he's a person that you despised.
I didn't
because he
despise
spoke
him. I
about
thought he was
freedom
a
of
very
speech.
creative guy. I didn't agree with him.
Of course you
I
did.
don't despise you, Righty Jim, and I don't agree with you. So there you
Well,
go.
on that happy note, ladies
But you would
and
like my freedom of speech limited, most definitely.
on
Oh,
that happy note, I think
when you dominate these free speech that I have.
we've done it again, gentlemen. We've clasped
Yes,
heads.
everyone
and
wish everybody a good week ahead.
Go
and
Rams!
Flashing heads.
Go Rams! Super Sunday, championship Sunday's coming.
Denver or New England in
And
the other
the question is, are they going to be Rams or Lambs?
game.
I don't
Denver
know,
or New
but
England in the other game.
I think New England's going to win,
Quite possibly. I hope Denver does, though.
but Denver's got a lot of injured players.
All right.
I know, that's exactly why.
And it's
All right.
Clashing Heads, where we can all come together on YouTube. Look for clashing_heads and all your social media favorites. Goodbye, everyone. We'll see you soon. Bye.